The following podcast is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Secret City, standing at 5 feet and 7 inches tall, weighing 140 pounds, he is your gaming champion, Shadow Zel. Next, hailing from Castle Black, standing at 5 feet and 9 inches tall, weighing 21 stone, he is your predictions champion, Mr. Arcadia!
So for the first time in a long time, we're actually doing a review of what happened in Wrestlemania and NXT and WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
Zell here got to go.
It was a good time. I enjoyed it. It was a great time. I'm just tired as fuck because I got back today and I haven't slept yet.
Hey!
I'm tired.
You working tomorrow?
No.
Oh shit!
Yeah, tomorrow to catch up on everything. And then my weekend is fucked.
Oh, because of work?
Open Wednesday, open Thursday, double on the bar Friday, double on a UFC night Saturday, close the bar Sunday, close the bar Monday.
Ew. It's back to the old grind.
Yeah.
Vacation.
Back to the old grind. But WrestleMania was great. NXT was great. It was a good time. Got to, I got my shirt, the Kofi shirt, Against All Odds. Got to see the crowning of the first ever African-American WWE champion. And all the baby faces won.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, but you know what I mean by all.
The major ones, I guess.
It was weird. I was
They
concerned.
had a record 7 title changes.
That is the insane part, too.
Mm-hmm.
7 fucking title changes.
You can tell that they're like redoing everything they've ever did.
Mm-hmm. And, as we have, as they all know with the intro, you are the new predictions champion. That shit was close.
Yeah, it was. That was a hell of a battle. So final score was I had 14.
Yep.
Zell had 13.
Yep.
Eric had 12.
Yeah. It literally, for me and Eric, because we were down 1 at that point,
mm-hmm.
It came down to the Batista and Triple H match, because after that, everything we had was the same.
Yeah.
Triple H came out, so that solidified Eric as last, and me and Nell were tied at that point. So for us, it came down to the Angle Corbin match.
You know what's funny about that match? Is that I had Angle going for a long time.
And I had Corbin going for a long time.
And then his mouth opened up. And he was like, Corbin needs to win. This would be a great way to get heel on him, which he definitely needs.
Heel on him?
Heat on him, which he definitely needs to be a good heel. And I'm like, shit, you're right. And then when I ask for your predictions, you say Kurt Angle.
Yeah, because after a while...
Why the sudden change of heart?
Because the way I predicted, I did not predict a lot of baby faces winning.
Mm-hmm.
And the way Kurt was handpicking his opponents, I also assumed this was not Kurt's last match. I assumed he was going to squash Corbin, and then somebody else was going to fight him. That is why I was like, Kurt Angle's winning. Because he's going to lose whoever he fights after Corbin. And then it was confirmed that it was Corbin. And my WrestleMania streak goes away. It's sad. It's sad to lose a streak. Then again, I'm sure you know about losing streaks as you haven't hit 100 days.
That's okay. Because guess what happened? Saudi Arabia got pushed back like we all talked about.
It did.
I don't have to defend this until the middle of May. It must suck not being champion, huh? Because you wouldn't have to defend it for a whole month and a half.
It's fucking bullshit.
I get 30 days just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
That being one of the matches, I told myself I did not pick with my heart. I picked with my brain and safely. The other one being the women's tag match, I did not pick with my heart. I picked safely.
I did too. I picked Sasha and Bayley.
And I even said I want to pick the Iconics, but I just didn't.
Because they won an Elimination Chamber. They didn't even held it for a month. They lost.
Had it for a month.
Well, I mean, like...
A month and change.
Technically, what I consider a month is like a pay-per-view. So they didn't even hold it for one pay-per-view.
Yeah, they got it. They defended it at Fastlane.
They defended it at Fastlane?
Yeah, Nia and Tamina.
Oh, like I said, they didn't really hold it for the whole pay-per-view.
But let's actually talk about the shows. You know, let's start with NxT Takeover as that came first. Do you want to know what matches you're going to be seeing on Wednesday?
Sure, tell me.
You got.
I know you like gave a pop for Candace.
Yeah. You got the Street Profits against Fabian Eichner and Marcel Barthel.
I heard Street Profits were in the Harlem Heat uniform.
They were.
Because Booker T said that in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. Do you just want to know the matches, or do you want to know who won?
No, just give me the matches. I'll actually watch
Then you
it.
got Jackson Riker of the Forgotten Sons with the others with him. Versus Danny Burch with Oni Lorcan.
Hey! It's the farewell.
And I'm like, I'm so confused. And then Candice LeRae closed it out facing Aaliyah with Vanessa Bourne. Because apparently they're becoming a thing.
Yeah, which I'm assuming Candace won.
I will not tell you what happened because you did.
You gave a pop for Candace.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, Candice is wrestling! Ah! I was so happy.
Well, if she lost, then I can see her jumping. If she won that match, she's challenging Baszler.
I'm just saying, those are the only rumors I heard of call-ups, was Kyrie and Candice.
Well, Kyrie I agree with because she was at the Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
So
the two women in the Battle Royal from NXT, Candice and Kyrie.
I think Kyrie and Io both get drafted to one specific brand, and they become a tag team.
I don't think they're calling Io up yet.
I think so. She was at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, she's at the Royal Rumble. Velveteen, no, fucking Adam Cole's at the Royal Rumble.
And he's gonna get called up!
Last 2 years.
So?
Then we got into the main card. War Raiders versus Aleister Black and Ricochet, and this was the opener of all fucking openers.
Yeah. I mean, we knew what was going to happen, in a way, but there were certain points where I was like, okay, maybe Warriors aren't winning this match.
It just solidifies even more for me how much I love Ricochet. And wish his shirt wasn't so plain. Because I would have bought it.
Was it just his logo on it?
The red square with the square into diamond into square.
Alistair and Rowe did amazing things. Like,
oh my
when
god,
they
yes.
had like a stare down, and they were just like acknowledging each other, just being like, okay.
Ricochet looked like he was really gonna die. Especially when he took, I don't know what their finisher's called.
Fall of Man. No, not Fall of Man.
I was gonna say, isn't that somebody else's?
Yeah, that's the Ascension. It's Fall something. But it's when Hansen jumps off the turn.
Yeah, for the leg drop. And
yeah,
I thought Ricochet died. It looked bad. I mean, it looked good. Yeah, because it looked bad. That was a great way to open up the show with War Raiders winning. Mm-hmm. And then we got
DREAM is
the Velveteen Dream against Bro. Or as I like to call him, Shaggy.
in a match that was actually pretty decent. When I first originally saw it, I was like, meh. But then I kept thinking about all the like pops that had like all the big time moves where freaking Matt Riddle did pretty much a German suplex.
Oh my god, that was crazy.
Had no help. He deadlifted Velveteen on the second
Velveteen
rope.
on the apron, Matt Riddle on the second rope from on the inside of the ring.
Yep. And just went bloop, flipped him over.
It was crazy.
Which it looked like he landed on his head.
Yeah.
But he didn't, so that was
cool. It was a really fun match. The only thing that concerned me was that Matt Riddle controlled the entire match. And Velveteen just squeaked out. With a roll-up.
Yeah.
And
Speaking of,
that's why I think the feud's not over.
Speaking of that too, at Mania, just to put a point out there, Baron Corbin was calling the entire match against Kurt. He said, he picked him up, he Irish whipped him, and he said deep six. You heard him clear as day, deep six.
I mean, I didn't. I haven't got the chance to watch it back yet. I'll probably leave it on tomorrow while I'm getting
Did
my
you see
life
Batista
together.
stumble?
Yeah. Did you see that they put the Avenge the Fallen over it for the Avengers?
No.
Yeah, somebody put the purple shade over it and just put Avenge the Fallen.
Oh my god. Anyways.
But Riddle and Velveteen was a great match.
Yep.
Those two are my vote for second best match of NXT and third best match of the weekend. I can't pick one.
Then we had Fatal 4-Way.
Nope.
No?
Your boy.
I don't want to talk about that.
And then we had
You know what's
Walter.
funny? Is that people are calling Walter and Pete Dunne match of the year.
Really? It was a really good match.
Because it was just a classical, like, hard-hitting match.
It was a
I
very,
enjoyed it.
very British strong style match.
I
did enjoy it. Do not get me wrong.
There was a lot of, like, you can tell a lot of rhythm between these two guys.
Chemistry?
Rhythm and chemistry. And I was like, God damn it. When he hit the bitter end on Walter, I was like, oh my God. And then he lost.
I was really just like, oh my God, he just hit the bitter end. No way. No way. Oh, okay.
He kicked out.
Bro, Walter's chops. Hearing them in the arena makes me imagine how they sounded on recording.
Yeah. Walter is a big boy. He's going to hold that belt for a very long time.
Where's Pete Dunne going? 205?
I don't want him to. I can see it happening, honestly. But I say Raw. I'm obsessed with Pete Dunne taking out Seth Rollins.
See, I do fully believe it's Raw because of how much Vince loves Pete Dunne.
Mm-hmm. I think if Vince even remotely thinks, 205, Triple H would be like, no. No.
Triple H look at him. Are you stupid?
Like, you see what we did here? You see all these title changes? No.
No, I said, are you stupid? Then we got the Fatal 4-Way, Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kairi Sane.
Yep.
And
I liked the match a lot. I really did. It wasn't the best match of the weekend.
It was a fun match.
It was really good, and I like that Shayna won.
I do feel like from the performance Bianca had Royal Rumble weekend, she should not have tapped. She should have passed out again. Because essentially at that point it's like
essentially
you're regressing.
Point, yeah, but at that point it's like, okay, Shayna's staying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool. This is Triple H. I'm cool with letting Vince take Bianca to where she needs to go.
You think they're gonna take? I don't think Bianca's ready yet.
Yeah, but I think she's gonna go. What else is she gonna do there, dude? She can't do anything else. She lost to Shayna twice in a row.
Yeah, you know who lost 3 times in a row to somebody? Ember. And then she still got the title after Asuka left.
Because of this whole obsession with AEW and how they want to shake things up, they're going to take a fuck ton of people out from NXT. And Bianca will be one of them.
Why would they take so many people out of NXT?
Because they want to make their women's division stronger because they need tag teams now.
But
and in some weird way, I can see Bianca with Naomi. But
it's because they're black, isn't it?
Well, I mean, yeah, and it reminds me of Team Bad.
No, we don't want another Team Bad.
Well, that won't be Team Bad, but
Team Bad was bad.
I can see Naomi and Bianca being badasses. Like a bigger force than Nia and Tamina.
A whole lot of clicks.
A whole lot of butt.
A whole lot of butt. Hey, Montez Ford is going to come after you. He knows where you live.
Wait, Montez Ford is dating Bianca?
He's married to Bianca.
Oh, shit. No way. I didn't know that.
Married.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't.
And Jimmy Uso's going to be like, good luck. She'll fuck you up on her own. It was a fun match. I don't like that Bianca tapped.
Bianca should tap.
I think
Bianca's going to go on?
I think she should have just passed out because I feel like that's regressing from other takeover. SmackDown and win a tournament to get a title shot. Oh my God, I'll never forget that. That was crazy. I mean, Buddy Murphy will never forget that. He'll be the Australian, mate.
Yeah.
And then we had the match of the weekend. Potentially a match of the year candidate.
Potentially match of the century.
Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole in a 2 out of 3 falls
match.
And oh my God, this match was insane. Perfect build. Started out slow. Bunch of crazy spots. Crescendoed. Adam Cole hitting the last shot, taking the first pinfall. Yep. Adam Cole tapped out a little quick to Johnny Gargano.
I think he tapped out quick because
he was like, nope, I'm not getting hurt. Yeah. And then the shenanigans. Which Johnny Gargano was the first person to kick out of the last shot. All the shenanigans ensued. Undisputed Era came down, distracted the ref, hit the high-low. Adam Cole went for the pin, nothing. Johnny Gargano took out Undisputed Era, got hit with the last shot, kicked out again. It was just crazy.
Super kick to the face, super kick to the back of the head, last shot to the back of the head, kicks out.
I know, I was like...
At that point, I'm like, he's winning!
At that point, I'm like, so no man has ever kicked out of the last shot before, but you kicked out of it 3 times in one match. On top of, before receiving it, immediately getting a super kick to the face and a super kick to the back of the head.
Story, I don't know if you saw it on like the Tron there, of Adam Cole. At one point, he was like, what the is going on?
Yep, he was losing it. And then Johnny Gargano finally locks him in the Gargano escape again.
That's it.
And Johnny is the NXT champion, and that match was fucking phenomenal.
Best
especially
part,
being there.
the end, when he's walking off, and a certain person shows up
Yeah.
with a neck brace.
No one will survive! Especially not his neck.
Ouch.
Sorry, Tommaso. Hey, they're saying he might never wrestle again.
It's possible.
Because his... What was it with his neck? Was it like a pinched nerve? Or like, what was it?
I don't know. They said they're calling it the same situation with Sheamus.
I mean, hey, look at Sheamus. He made it work.
I think Tommaso's not, like, his heart is, like, gonna be like, nope, I'm not stopping now.
I will die in this ring. Tommaso, no.
Yeah, Tommaso, no.
Tommaso, yes. I need Goldie. Which apparently Goldie was his wife's idea.
Oh, really?
He was almost going to name the title his daughter's, because I watched the thing they uploaded about him getting a surgery.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to name it his daughter's name.
Which was what?
I don't remember. Annabelle or something like that?
Oh, okay.
And then,
freaky.
because he was talking to her, and he was like, but then Mommy said that'd be creepy. And Mommy came up with Goldie, and I was like, yeah, Goldie.
Yeah.
The Tommaso clap. But Takeover was
Legit.
phenomenal. It was the highlight of the week.
Really?
It was in its entirety the highlight of the weekend. Not the moment highlight.
Just the whole thing.
The whole thing together was the highlight.
Yep. Love my show. No matter how many people you can take away from me, Vince, my show will always be number 1.
Really?
Yes.
You really want to go there?
Yes.
He takes Johnny the entirety of the
He's
Undisputed
taking
Era.
everyone, and they're still making it work.
He literally leaves
He
you.
took Finn. He took Seth. He took the Wyatt family.
Yeah,
he
but
took
notice
the
how
Shield.
he took them one at a time.
He took them one at a time.
It was
the
when
Shield
he
and the
took.
Wyatt family were the same exact time.
It was when he took like Shinsuke. Not was it Shinsuke?
Yeah, Shinsuke, Joe.
Because he took a huge crop at once, and it was like Vince. Fucking whoa.
He was gonna take another crop. He was gonna take Tommaso, Johnny, Alistair, and Ricochet.
He couldn't have taken
He got
Tommaso and
Lacey,
Johnny.
EC3. I'm not saying these people did much, but I mean they are bodies.
I like Lacey. I do like Lacey a lot.
They're about to take the Undisputed Era.
I feel like they'll be around for a little while longer.
I hope so.
SummerSlam.
I hope so.
SummerSlam is when you lose the Undisputed Era and the Horsewoman.
That's fine.
But
the era of Johnny and Candice shall begin.
I do believe NXT has a really deep women's division that they haven't even tapped into yet.
Mm-hmm.
I love Mia Yim. I do really
That's
like
the
Bianca.
thing, though, right?
Io,
They have all these guys
Kyrie.
just freaking getting marinated in the back,
Mhm.
waiting. Like, don't worry, Vince is gonna take more of my guys, and then you guys will come right in.
Let's see, the thing with NXT 2 that we never really think about is those guys who, they don't get the TV tapings, obviously, but they work a fuck ton of house shows.
Mhm.
They at least do get
That's
work.
why when they show up at NXT, they're legit already. Like,
Yeah.
they're set. They're good.
That's why it works.
Like this new guy that I'm like, I didn't like at the beginning. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? I can't even pronounce her name. His name's Dominic.
Dijokovic.
He's going to be the next up to get.
You
to
mean
John.
Donovan Dijak?
Dijak.
Now he's Dijokovic out of nowhere.
Dijokovic.
They just added fucking letters.
He's
He
crazy.
was good, yeah. He was really good.
I'm excited.
Fabian Eichner. I liked Fabian Eichner in
David
the
Eichner is
Cruiserweight
also
Classic.
a guy that's kind of weird too, because he looks like a badass.
And he just high flies.
Yeah, he just high flies all the time.
Speaking of high flyers, and speaking of the Cruiserweight Classic, let's talk about WrestleMania.
Buddy and Tony.
Because the show opened up
That
with
should have
Buddy Murphy
opened, and then
and
Vince was
Tony
like,
Nese.
Nah, I'd rather have Brock and Seth open.
I think...
I should have picked Tony. Like I know I won and stuff, but I'm still upset about that. Because both of y'all like Buddy's winning, but he's winning. I'm like,
I mean, yeah.
I really think Tony's gonna win this.
Well, see, now, looking at it now, there was something I really did not think of. Buddy Murphy's getting drafted.
Yeah.
That never crossed my mind. Because even though Mustafa Ali got moved...
He's gonna go to SmackDown with Alexa.
It never... You think Alexa's moving back again?
Yeah, I think SmackDown's gonna get a shit ton of... I'm telling you, dude. Because of the Fox thing. You guys are gonna get a dumb amount of people, and they're gonna be high caliber people. They're just gonna be like, oh yeah, you guys get Bray Wyatt. Enjoy. Have a good one. Like, SmackDown always gets the shit can of everything. But no, now it's like, you guys are gonna get big time names.
I don't think Alexa is moving 3 years in a row. That is the only thing that stops me from thinking we're getting Alexa.
You get Alexa. Just deal with it.
I mean, I'm happy about it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Alexa and Peyton on the same show.
Getting Alexa. Oh, my God.
I mean...
I'm going to get nerves on one. Alexa. Brock Lesnar. Sorry.
No, I'm not getting Brock.
Ronda Rousey.
I'm not getting Ronda, no.
Drew McIntyre.
I'll take Drew.
Bobby Lashley.
We need heels, yeah.
Either Bobby or Braun is jumping. And my gut is Bobby's going to jump over.
We need heels. I'll take Bobby.
I don't think
With
Sammy's
Leo Rush?
going to jump. I think Kevin's going to go back to Raw. So y'all going to lose Kevin.
That's why he hasn't done anything.
Right.
Bobby with Leo Rush? Because Leo Rush needs to
I think
wrestle
Bobby
more.
would go with Leo.
Leo needs to fucking wrestle more.
I think Bobby will go with Leo because of the fact that they haven't done anything, you know? And I think the people that are jumping over to Raw that you guys are most likely going to lose, I feel you're going to lose Andrade.
No. I refuse.
I feel like you're going to lose Andrade. And I think Kofi's going to have a problem with Drew. I think that's going to be like the next big time
feud
hit for him. Maybe Daniel will probably stay, even though I think he's going to jump. They're going to lose AJ. It's just a guarantee. Like, no. This has been talked about for so long.
We're not losing AJ.
I'm sorry.
We're not losing AJ.
You have Kofi now.
He is a cornerstone
you have
of
Kofi
SmackDown
now.
Live.
I know.
This is the house that AJ Styles built. Randy Orton might be the landlord, but he's a shitty fucking landlord. Let me tell you that.
AJ's going over to the Red Brand.
He's not going to the Red Band, bro. I don't believe it.
And considering how many people that I feel like is going to jump over to SmackDown, women-wise, Vince loves his champions to be the staple of Raw. And I feel like the Iconics could jump to Raw.
Nah. They're not going anywhere.
You see, you say nah, but you hope it's nah.
Nah. I'm not... Well, if Peyton goes to SmackDown...
You can't
if
just
Peyton
go...
goes to Raw and Alexa goes to SmackDown, that's a nice bait and switch.
We know what we should do? We should do 5 wrestlers, Raw and SmackDown, that are going to jump. For, like, the prediction... for the podcast.
For the predictions title? Yeah. Is that what you're going to say?
For the podcast.
Put that title on the line!
For the podcast this week. And we're just going to see who got the most right. But I feel like... if you go down the SmackDown list... you're going to say no to everyone. You like everyone on SmackDown because they all have stories there. They all have something built
But there are people that if you present them to me in a light, I can be like, yeah, I see that going. The one person so far
that I've said out of like the 50, you said, yeah, Kevin Owens ain't doing anything. Everyone else is like, no, they're not taking him. Nope, not taking him. No, they can take Randy. It's not what you want.
I was just going to say, they can have Randy. I was just going to say
You just said SmackDown needs more heels. They can have Randy.
Yeah, because Randy he is a better heel.
And I also think that that's going to be like one of those stories come back to life. Kofi and Randy again.
Stupid.
Exactly.
Stupid.
And I feel like Kofi will get the upper hand this time just to say, and it'd be so Kofi to Trouble in Paradise and be like, stupid. Things of 1, 2, 3.
Stupid.
Who's stupid now? 11 years.
Good God. I'll go through the list and I'll figure it. So we're doing...
You're going to have a real hard time with this.
Just 5?
You're going to have a hard time if it's more than 5.
Is 5 including tag teams? Like, this tag team is 1.
Yep. I can already tell what yours is going to be. The Club, Kevin Owens, Randy, Sanity, and some random girl who isn't doing anything.
I don't think any of those. The only one I think is Kevin Owens.
It's going to be major guys jumping because they need a whole new shakeup, a whole new thing.
That's why I don't think any of those. I know it's going to be major guys, but I need to sit down and be like...
Yeah, well, you'll sit down and just look at everything. Do it this way. Do 5 that are jumping to SmackDown, 5 that are jumping to Raw. Okay? You can even include, like, EC3 because he doesn't have a home and shit like that.
Yeah, all the call-ups, air quotes, are going to be drafted.
And then do 2 for SmackDown, 2 for Raw, for NXT Superstars jumping. I feel like they'll take 4 more.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. I can do that.
So do 5-5 and then 2-2.
Yeah. Alright, I got that. Oh, alright, I got it. Okay. Alright, I got it. Alright.
I'm telling you, you're gonna go on dirty.com, you're gonna click on Ross and you're gonna be like, fuck.
I can do this.
And then I already know what you're gonna do. You're gonna be Raw. Ooh, I would love you here. Ooh, I would love you on SmackDown too. Well, for all we know, New Day gets drafted to Raw, Seth gets drafted to SmackDown.
That would be dumb, man. It's a red belt.
The blue belt would come in.
I don't want the blue
They have the blue belt. AJ showed it.
I don't know why he showed that.
Dude, I think Seth is jumping now because of that fucking blue belt. Who said that blue belt doesn't say Universal Champion on it?
It doesn't.
How do you know?
Because it didn't.
How do you know?
Because I said so.
There was no...
The next match on the fucking card.
I'm sorry, Zel.
Um,
He's never been on SmackDown before.
I know. He's one of those people I never expect to be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
As much as I'd love to.
Well, that's what I want to say about Cena with SmackDown. He went to Raw.
Yeah, that was just a whoa.
Chris Jericho was like, "Oh my god, I want to kick your ass."
And you're gonna be the reason I get fired. The cruiserweight match was fun. Did not expect Tony Nese to win.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to it. I'm like, okay, this is like a first match. Yay, whatever.
Yeah. It was
and
fun.
then Tony Nese won. I'm like, oh my god.
It wasn't like, like Cedric Mustafa or Buddy Murphy Cedric, but it was good.
I thought it was really well done.
It was really well done. It just wasn't like I said, it just wasn't like, oh my god.
It was an oh my god when Tony won.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said oh my god if it was Cedric and Mustafa wrestling, because both of them kind of deserve it. No one had Tony Nese winning that match.
No, not at all. Speaking of
I did.
matches we did not expect, the Women's Battle Royal. It was a whole lot of people.
It was literally a throwaway match.
Riot Squad had a good showing. Sarah fucking Logan
Should have won.
was about to win. Sarah. Well, side note, she was also one of Hanson and Rose Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like her, Rose parents, no, Rose in-laws, and then his dad or something like that.
Oh shit.
Which I think they said like, it was Hanson's, and they said like,
How was it, by the way?
no, they said Sarah's dad was Hanson,
Oh really?
and it's like, so Hanson, would you be Hanson?
By the way, I forgot to ask you, how cool was it though when you heard the freaking horn go off, and then you see everyone go,
Yep, it was fucking badass.
war, war.
But Sarah didn't win because at a point that I never noticed, Carmella went under the ropes. Never saw it. Ever.
I didn't see it either.
Because honestly, when she came back in the ring, I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I just saw that it was Carmella on the screen, and I was like, oh, fuck. We forgot about Carmella.
I didn't really care about that match. I just went with, I'm sold on Lacey Evans.
Say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Lacey Evans, fuck!
Turns out to be nothing.
Right, she wasn't even in it.
So Carmella wins.
Carmella wins.
Next.
Something
that was so predictable.
I was fucking shocked.
You were shocked by this next match?
The Revival.
Oh. They can go with men's battle royal.
Yeah, the Revival defending their tag titles against Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
Yeah, this wasn't predictable at all.
And Kurt Hawkins and
the
Zack Ryder
Revival.
won.
Team Blue.
Team Blue.
Even though Team Red don't have tag teams, they just put 2 people together.
I know.
Give
I'm
them
like, I don't
championships.
expect any tag teams. I expect to lose a tag team, but I do not expect to gain a tag team. But no, I mean, it was a pretty fun match. It was nothing like special, but I did not expect Hawkins and Ryder to win.
Yep. It was a good moment.
It was.
He's now 2 wins, 269 losses.
I wish they built it up better. I did not like that it was booked after Raw. 7 days before Mania. 6 days before Mania. I wish they had a longer build up to Kurt Hawkins, like working and working and working and working.
Because the Revival they're still not happy that Vincent Trips thinks like, I don't think I'm gonna get a deal done with these guys. Just get the belts off of them.
I mean, you're not, because their problem isn't being champions. Their problem is like you treat the tag division like shit. What you do?
Not on SmackDown. SmackDown seems to be a whole different. Like maybe that's what they asked for.
Unless you're
we
Sanity.
want to go there now.
Unless you're Sanity or the club.
I feel Sandy will jump to Raw, but I mean, I don't know. Like AOP being hurt too is like. There's so many tag teams. There literally is a lot of tag teams.
Well, Raw already butchered AOP anyway.
Like Street Profits should jump too.
They were a rumor. I don't know how I feel about them jumping.
SmackDown for sure. Definitely SmackDown. Because SmackDown should lose 2 of their main tag teams to help out Raw, and then SmackDown should gain like Street Profits.
I wouldn't be mad at it. What would we give up? The Bar and the Usos?
Because I can see like.
Well, we can't give up the Usos.
No, you can't give up the Usos. You can't give up New Day. I can see Street Profits too, like with the New Day and up, down, down, and all that shit. I can see them like all getting along and stuff, and that would benefit Street Profits so much.
Yeah. But lose the Bar and lose Rusev
Yeah,
and
considering
Nakamura?
the Bar was on Raw, lose the Bar would jump. Rusev and Shinsuke probably need a change of scenery. I don't want them to be together anymore, but I mean, fuck it. Shinsuke and Rusev would jump too. Sanity would jump, and then you guys would get the Revival and replace, because you guys get a legit tag team. We would have the Usos, Street Profits, New Day, the Revival. Who else do you guys have?
The club's still there.
The club's still there until July.
Yeah.
Who else?
Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan.
D. Bryan and Eric. Do you think they'd be a tag team?
They tag team a little while ago, so I was like, yeah, maybe.
Maybe Harper goes to SmackDown.
Dependent on Ricochet and Alistair, depending on where they end up.
Depending on Heavy Machinery, where they go.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot to consider.
It's gonna be wild.
All right, so how about this when we work on our draft? All of the call-ups, the announced call-ups. Stomach, shut the fuck up. I need to eat.
And I hear that often. I'm like, God damn. I was like, roar.
All of the announced call-ups, we say where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
Then we do at most 5 of who's getting drafted to each brand, and then 2 of NXT.
Okay, current call-ups.
Yep.
5, 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I feel like the current call-ups.
Who's the current call-ups right now? So I have a memory of it. EC3.
EC3. Lacey. Heavy Machinery. Nikki Cross. Lars Sullivan.
Okay. Yep. Okay. That's good. Fucking Lars.
Our next match was the men's battle royal. The Andre the Giant
Braun next.
Memorial Battle Royal.
Next. Waste of time.
I thought the SNL guys were kind of funny.
He shows up in a Cleveland Browns jersey.
Odell. He was
Odell.
healing it up, bro. And I love how Homeboy, like, once he saw they were left in with Braun, he was like, nah, I'm leaving. And Braun was like, you're not leaving yet.
There was one moment where the dude in the Cleveland Browns jersey almost got
Colin
over the top.
Yep, they both. I was like, oh my god, there's no fucking way. This is not happening right now. But Braun won, not surprised. And then the main show opened with Alexa Bliss saying, I can make a WrestleMania moment at the snap of my fingers. And then fucking Hulk Hogan. I was jamming out, and then I was like, wait, I'm supposed to New Day this, and I just kind of sat down and went blank face.
You know that him and Big E had like a moment backstage at WrestleMania?
Did they?
And they squashed everything. It was nice.
Good. That was nice.
I'm pretty sure he learned his lesson. I would give him one opportunity. Does this
to
shit
not
again,
fuck it up.
That's it. Like, he was never going to learn.
God, but Paul Heyman strutted right in between them.
He's like, fuck off, I'm getting down there right now.
Came to the ring and he said, if you think my client's not the main event, you're fucking stupid. My client's not closing the show. We're leaving. We either do this now or we leave.
He says we're going to do this right now because he doesn't want to stay in this stupid city any longer.
And he wants to go to Las Vegas where he's appreciated.
Yeah.
Which, side note, when Hogan said it's nice to be back in the Silver Dome, everyone was like, really, Hogan? And he's like, just kidding. It's nice to be back in MetLife Center. Ah, Hulk. You were so close again.
Did he generally screw up?
I didn't even catch it the first time until my boy pointed it out. He was like, I said MetLife Center, right? I was like, oh, fuck. But anyway, yeah, so Brock came out, Seth came out. Seth didn't even get the ring. Brock kind of started beating the shit out of him. Bell finally rang. Seth hit the low blow and hit 3 curb stomps. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Seth is Universal Champion. It was fast-paced, it was exciting, but I feel like it needed more. I feel like it needed to be...
Brock has a losing record to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, he hasn't beat Seth at Mania.
No, he's beaten Seth one time. That was at that triple threat with
Yep.
John Cena. That's
And he
it.
pinned Cena, I think, didn't he?
No, he pinned Seth. Seth was going for a curb stomp, and he got caught. Not an RKO out of nowhere, but an F5
That fell out of nowhere. But, like, I feel like this needed to be, like, a Daniel Bryan Brock or an AJ Brock match. You know, like, get a little more, because Brock's kicked out of worse than 3 curb stomps. And a low. But apparently the low blow is the way to beat Brock, a la Undertaker.
And Goldberg.
And
Goldberg low blowed him one time. I just feel like Seth's curb stomp, they've already made it, like, legitimately, like, a devastating move.
Mm-hmm.
People usually don't kick out of a curb stomp. So, it's the reason why it's called, well, now it's called the stomp, but I mean...
I think it's, like, of current, active, everyday superstars, not including Triple H and his fucking pedigree, it is the second most protective move.
Yeah, probably is.
First is the End of Days, because nobody's kicked out of the End of Days.
Yeah, nobody's kicked out of it. Well, first we could have said Adam Cole's, but I mean...
Yeah, that's gone now.
That's completely gone.
Nobody kicks out of it, 3 in 1 match.
End of Days, though, is the devastating move. No one has kicked out of it yet.
No one. But, yeah, no,
I mean, a move called the End of Days... You're not kicking out of a move called that, even if it's just a little like, whoop.
Yeah. But it was...
Which I was surprised, by the way, that Kurt Angle was able to do that. Like, work his back, because he was so stiff.
I know. But it was a fun opener.
Yeah, it was...
Kind of set the tone.
Was good.
Then we got...
That was your oh fuck moment. Like, oh god.
Yeah, once Seth opened, I was like, fuck, retaining this title is going to be a bitch. But at that point, we had 5 babyface wins. And I remember texting you like, bro, something's weird. But then...
Are they just going to go all heel now?
We got my boy, the phenomenal AJ Styles against his landlord.
Randy Orton.
Randall Keith.
There was a good moment where AJ's going to go for the...
the forearm.
And he just waited.
Yep.
Because he knew it. And then Randy Orton was going for RKO.
He just popped up like,
There's nothing there, and he just fell down. It's like, ah!
It's the second time he did that. He did that on a SmackDown.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, when they fought when AJ was champ.
Okay. And then he did, what, like a 450 or something?
Yeah, he did a 450 after it. But Randy did hit an RKO, and AJ did kick out. I was surprised. Because at that point, I'm like, okay, a heel's going to win now. But no, AJ hit a forearm to the outside, phenomenal forearm to the inside, after almost getting caught in an RKO.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. AJ doesn't have to pay rent. Because he built the house.
But he's leaving.
He's not leaving. Then we got the SmackDown Tag Team Fatal 4-Way match. The Usos versus Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura with Lana versus The Bar. Fun 10-minute match.
Let's face it, there's only 2 teams that were going to win this match.
The Bar!
The Bar won. No, not the Bar.
I know.
It was Usos and Aleister and Ricochet.
But it was a fun match. Yes.
You may on top.
Did you say I may enter? Do I need your permission?
I mean, it's my room.
Exactly. Do I need his permission?
I didn't say you could enter. I said yes.
Well, I entered.
Alright.
Which episode, yeah. Which one are we on?
The Usos, SmackDown tag.
Okay.
We're being joined by a special guest again. Who you did not get to hear.
I have to rap battle.
He said, I have to rap battle.
I have to rap battle a black man who raps.
And knows oh so much about you.
Hey, I know a lot about you too.
know. I literally told
say
Nelson.
Something that was so funny today. And I have to agree with him. It's nothing against you, Zel. My dad was like, I was like, Eric has to rap about a black man now. And my dad goes, well, I looked at him like, what do you mean, well? He was like, Zel's like the whitest black man I know. He was like, he's super nerdy. So I'm like, yeah, but that's what makes him cool, though. I was like, don't, hey, wait until that rap battle comes out, because Zel knows his shit, and I fear for Eric.
Hey. Listen, wannabe Rico Suave.
I texted him too. I was like, you have to battle a black man.
And he knows some of the slaughters I've committed.
He has committed slaughters.
Really, you noticed this?
Yes.
Witnessed it.
Yes.
I literally told Nelson, I'm going to say this to you for your own fucking sake.
I'm gonna piss you off right before the rap battle.
Don't.
I'm going to say this for your sake.
He has levels. He has tiers.
I know he has
Don't hit
tears.
So-
tier 10.
Since you came last,
By one.
we all had 1 point apart.
I know.
Minus you and Nell. There's 2 points there.
I know.
First is you. And, that is what I'm gonna gauge how bad am I gonna kill this man.
Depending on how.
It depends on if-
my
yeah.
neck.
You're
you-
open, which is good, because you can actually, think
If
of
you-
something.
See, but that also means that if I come out my neck the wrong way, he's gonna come out his neck even harder. Then I'm gonna have to come out my neck even harder.
This is going to be great.
And then he knows it's just gonna end really bad.
For you.
I can't wait.
For me?
For you.
Why is it gonna end bad for me?
Hey!
No, I'm
That's
just
not-
asking a
that's not
question.
right now.
I'm asking a question. Why is it gonna end bad for me?
We need a
Because
date,
you're gonna
too.
lose to a white man.
I'm gonna lose to a white man. Bro, not only are you gonna lose this rap battle, don't be careful, you might be single at the end of it.
Excuse me?
Is that preview what we're getting?
Excuse me?
Oh my
You know what
god!
I said?
Excuse
When
me?
is this going down?
Push
Is this going
the
down-
buttons.
This is going down Thursday?
Push
next
the
Thursday?
buttons.
Thursday
And-
after?
Excuse me!
Hey, this is basic thugonomics.
Champion. It might be, the winner was the judge, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't wait!
I feel like he's gonna show up in a suit.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to my suit.
Are you gonna be Method Man?
I'll be the guy from 8 Mile. Whatever his name was. He had, cornrows and shit.
Bruh.
Oh my god. So, we were just talking about the SmackDown Tag Team title match.
Mhm.
Fun match. Really nothing to say about it. That's all it was. It was a fun match.
I skimmed through most of Mania, seeing as I got home at 3:30 in the morning.
Concert? It was concert, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't skim. I was there.
Yeah, I skimmed.
I was half asleep by the last match. I'm like, shit!
I couldn't be half asleep. I forgot my sweater in the car. I was sitting there like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Because, let's see, it's April. Why don't we have WrestleMania at MetLife Stadium
Hey,
where there's
Hey.
no roof?
hey, you let that go, because
Next year it'll be warm as fuck.
as of right now, Robert Kraft is trying to get WrestleMania into Gillette Stadium. So you shut your mouth. They are more than welcome to go to these outside stadiums.
Oh, what the fuck's the difference?
I don't want them to not go. I don't want them just to be in the South.
That's not the point. The point is, you're gonna have this fucking show at a stadium that has no roof.
Yeah. Well, they had a roof over the freaking
What-
superstars.
What were they gonna do if it rained?
They don't give a shit about the fans.
What if it rained?
So?
Hey, put it at Gillette. We don't gotta get a hotel or shit.
Legit.
Fact.
That's why I'm like, put it at Gillette.
It won't happen though.
Kraft needs to,
Kraft needs to get his
Kraft
dick
really
sucked a few
wants-
more.
Well,
Kraft really wants them to go there.
he can want them to go there.
And they
all
are
at once.
from New England.
If
Trips and all of them. They love themselves some Patriots.
well, he's actually from Greenwich, Connecticut.
New England.
And that could be the debut of one Rob Gronkowski.
There you go. Book it.
I fucking hate it.
Well,
So,
they already have a place for next year.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
I like the logo.
Me too. It's better than my team's logo.
Any logo is better than your team's logo.
Hey,
Well, I like the skull. I just don't like the colors.
I'm gonna let you finish. The Detroit Lions have the best new logo of all time.
Let's. You're going a little bit far there. How about them Jets?
Jets have nice colors.
No, the Detroit Lions logo is the best logo of all
Detroit
time.
Patriots.
The Detroit Patriots.
Shit.
I saw you share that. I was like, "Fuck, this is actually a
They're
good looking
literally
logo."
Scavenging everything.
So the next match was actually a match I really fucking enjoyed. Shane McMahon versus The Miz. I did not expect to enjoy it that much.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, I thought it'd be good, but I was like, oh shit, this is actually really good. Miz looks like a badass.
Kinda hate myself for not picking Shane.
The way Shane won, I was like, okay, yeah, nope, that's acceptable.
Yeah.
That is acceptable.
It wasn't like bullshit shenanigan type thing.
It was just Shane just happened to be... I noticed it when they went through the table, too. I was like, Shane's on top of the Miz. Oh, the ref's not counting. Oh, the ref just saw it.
Yeah.
Oh. Because there was such a delay that I was like...
Not only that, if you were watching it on TV, the camera angle was literally just on them, and all you see is the ref out of nowhere. All you hear is...
And you're like, oh, shit.
I'm like... As soon as the camera panned to them, I'm like, his arm's over the Miz.
Yep.
They're going to count this.
Yep.
This is going to count.
Exactly.
It's going to happen.
I noticed that, but there was, like I said, there was so much time in between it that I was like, oh, I guess he's just not gonna...
Psych.
Ah, shit. No, it was a really fun match. The way Shane won was fine.
Made sense.
Yeah. He didn't win. He survived.
Yes.
He got lucky. And then... Oh my god. The women's tag team match. I screamed so loud in my boy's face. Because beat still my fucking heart, my future wife is a champion now.
I just want to say, you voted against your future wife.
I did, and you heard how bad it hurt me to do so.
I know.
He knows
But,
a thing or two about that because he voted against Johnny. He was really hurt by that. I couldn't even imagine how you felt.
I was hurt by that. I was hurt voting against Becky. It killed me to vote against them both. And then I was like, you know what? The Iconics are winning. The only one who picked the Iconics to win.
You had Becky.
I did have Becky?
Yeah, you had Becky.
That's right, I did have Becky.
You had Batista. That was the weird one, too.
Yeah. Batista was what it came down to for us, and then whoever won that was facing off against him in the angle match right after.
Yeah. Which, I think that's so stupid that Corbin is the
boy.
one to retire him.
Constable.
If
Kurt is willing to, like...
Kurt it was losing his last match. I thought that why I picked Kurt, I told Nelson this earlier, Kurt was going to squash Corbin and then face someone else.
Yeah.
But that just didn't happen. The longer the match went, once the match went over 5 minutes, I was like...
Yeah, but the longer the match went,
shit.
the more worried I got because Corbin was starting getting really, like, you can't see me, Kurt, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, fuck, and this guy's going to fucking lose.
But we'll get to that match. We're not even there yet. We'll get there. This fucking tag match, I was so happy. I almost lost my voice at this match. Alone.
Well, it's because it was Peyton.
Yes.
I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to hold this. Because the way they won, they simply did an old school...
Yep.
Someone did a finisher, threw him out.
Yeah, Beth Phoenix hit the glam slam from the top rope on Bayley. As she was coming down, Billie Kay tagged in. Peyton ran in, threw Beth Phoenix out, and Billie Kay pinned. Which, when I was sitting, I saw Beth Phoenix coming down, and I saw a hand just come and tap. And I was like, who the fuck was that? Because from where I was sitting, I couldn't see her. I was like, who the fuck was that? Was that Billy? Was that fucking Billy? And I like grabbed my friend. I was like, was that Billie Kay? And I saw her run in, and I was like, 1, 2, ah! I lost my shit.
See, one of my buddies, he recently just started getting into wrestling again. So he started watching, like, from Chamber, the Raws, SmackDowns, and the pay-per-views on. He hates the Iconics.
That's their job.
Yeah.
I was like, you hate them because they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing a good job at it.
Yep.
And I forgot who else he fucking hates. And it's like, what is wrong with you? Oh, he hates the New Day.
There are certain people that don't like New Day.
Yeah, New Day is one
They
of
can
those,
be
like,
too,
if they're not your
forward.
sense of humor, like,
Yeah.
But it's just like, how I don't understand how you can hate the Iconics. They're doing their job. Like, Billie Kay, I'm not the biggest fan of. Peyton is the one with the talent in that team.
And even then, Peyton's not that good of a wrestler.
She isn't, but I feel like
I feel like she is better. I agree.
Would be at a better point in their careers had they not came up so soon. Had they stuck it out in NXT a little bit longer, they would be way further ahead of the curve.
But their characters are
perfect.
up there, like with like Alexa Bliss character. Like,
Oh, facts. Because I even tried to explain that to him. I was like, literally, Peyton is a sweetheart in real life.
Peyton is that girl who stays home, reads books, and wraps herself up in a blanket with a coffee, and you're just like, huh? And then Billie Kay's the athletic one. But
Yeah.
Peyton was a dancer.
Yep.
Makes no fucking sense.
And then Alexa Bliss,
Wow.
who's a bitch, is a sweetheart in real life.
Oh my god, she is a fucking angel in real life. Lexi.
Coffer.
I was really happy. I was so happy. I got to see AJ win. I got to see my future wife win. And we'll get to the rest. And I do want to point out, they got a big pop.
Who?
The Iconics. They got cheered.
I know.
Decently.
Because it's something that they've deserved. Especially Peyton. Down in NXT, the battles that she had, she should have ended up being NXT Women's Champion at some point.
Does your girlfriend still hate them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, she's not invited to the fucking wedding.
What wedding?
Me and Peyton's.
She's already getting married. But so is Zack Ryder.
Yeah. Well, Zach will be getting married soon. Peyton's gonna be a widow in a bit.
Well, he just proposed.
Yeah, Peyton's gonna be a widow.
You're gonna be in jail.
Well, why is she going to be a widow?
No reason. I do want to point out that this is the 9th match on the card, and we've had 2 heel victories.
Mm-hmm.
And they came in a row.
Yeah.
I was shitting myself because the next match was the WWE Championship match between Kofi Bryant.
Kofi Bryant? Is that like Kobe Bryant and Kofi Kingston had a kid?
Kofi Bryant and Kofi Kingston had a kid?
Yeah.
Not Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston?
No.
Kofi
Because you
Bryant.
said Bryant.
I said Kofi Bryant.
No, you said Bryant.
Said Bryant. And
So
you said
that's-
Kofi Bryant again.
No, I said... You said Kofi Bryant, so
Yeah.
I was like, is that like Kobe Bryant?
You said Kofi.
Did I not say Kobe?
Kofi.
Thank you.
Kobe?
You said Kofi.
I don't know what you said.
I said Kofi
You
Kingston
said-
and Kobe Bryant
You
had a
said
kid.
Kofi Bryant.
Oh, probably. I don't know.
You ask him when he doesn't pay attention when we talk.
But yeah, and then when he asks us something, he gets all bent out of shape because we don't listen.
No, I don't. I don't care to hear this.
Why do you not care to hear this?
I just don't.
Just because
So-
he thinks he's champion again, and he thinks he owns the world.
I don't know.
Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan. In my opinion, match of the night. Also the longest match of the night.
Seth Rollins was match of the night. Just saying.
Yes, that 2-minute match was match of the night.
Of course.
That match had its problems.
Yeah, it did. Did you see his back?
Yeah, his back was fucked up.
Oh my god.
But me and El already talked about that. I'm not going to make them hear it again.
Fuck him.
For match of the night?
No, about the problem with the Rollins and
Oh,
Brock
yeah,
match. But Kofi and Daniel, really fun match. The crowd was more into this match than any other match on the card.
Yeah.
I wish I was.
I'll touch on that later.
Well,
Because-
we know why you were.
Because apparently on TV, there was a spoiler.
Yep.
You want to talk about it?
I mean, the Cultaholic already has like thousands upon thousands of views on that. But pretty much, during Kofi's entrance, Big E was putting away his present that he had for Kofi in case Kofi won. And they had to stand there with a belt that was hidden. You know what's funny is that towards the end, when they put the belts, they had Daniel Bryan's belt in front of the hidden belt, and Big E swatted that down. Oh, a hidden belt! How magical! We didn't know that!
I mean, I didn't.
Yeah, you guys didn't. You guys were generally surprised and generally had that pop for them.
Yep.
But like us at home, like, oh, okay, cool.
But regardless of it being spoiled, it doesn't matter. Just the emotion of how everything that came from him winning the WWE title, the first African American to win the WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it should have been done at the Chamber because there was a bigger emotion there than WrestleMania.
Even
Don't-
at Chamber.
even
no, it
you-
doesn't matter. Even at Chamber, Kofi wasn't going to be in WrestleMania.
Right, but I'm saying...
At Chamber, it was going to be
Right, I
Kevin
understand
Owens.
that. I understand that, but if they had this mentality of giving Kofi the belt then...
They didn't.
I'm just saying, if they did...
Yes, if they did. But they didn't.
That's-
that wasn't the plan.
Yes, I know, but I'm trying to make that point. If they
It
did...
was
Do
because
not
of,
listen?
It was because
Oh
of
my
that.
fucking-
If they did what?
It was because of that.
I'm saying if they had the mentality of giving Kofi the belt, if they did, which they didn't, I felt like the Chamber match was a lot more powerful than their Mania match.
See, I think he had to lose the chamber match. He had to get fucked 5 ways to Sunday.
Mhm.
I think that added to the emotion of everything.
Mhm.
And that's where the fans fell. I said that Tuesday night, he stole the hearts of the WWE universe. And then at Chamber, he stole the hearts of the world. And WWE realized that, and they were like, we need to actually make this happen now, after 11 years.
He's black, kill him!
Yeah, it was the
Up
same-
until this point, that's how it was.
The same effect to Daniel, because Daniel was coming up, and they were like, "We have other plans. We have
Yep.
Daniel versus Sheamus and all stuff." Then
That's what Kofi said on Tuesday. He's like, you know this story. You know how this goes. You've been here, done that. But Kofi won.
Mhm.
It was great. And then I feel like everything kind of went downhill here.
yeah,
Not downhill, but like a
it
downward.
wasn't downhill for me because, like I said, that match was kind of spoiled for me, which kind of pissed me off. But like I said, I was thoroughly enjoyed by Triple H versus Batista because of all the shit and the shenanigans they pulled off against each other.
We'll get to that. Because next is a minute-long match. Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio for the U.S. title.
Yeah, Ray was still hurt apparently.
Yeah, that's what I think it was. Ray wasn't fully cleared, so they're like, we'll just make this quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because from what you told me, they didn't even show Dominic.
Nope.
Gonna involve him in all the build, and he's not gonna be there.
It was Ray, then Joe, and then tap out.
Yep. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Roman won. The crowd didn't give a fuck.
No.
I was telling Nell earlier, I thought Roman had 5 more months getting cheered. It's not the case. It's not the case.
The crowd didn't want to watch that match. They knew what was happening. It was a throwaway match.
Mm-hmm. And then we got to the match you thoroughly enjoyed, Triple H versus Batista.
I did. It was really fun. And probably the best entrance in a while was Triple H's like freaking Mad Max entrance.
No, they did have some really good spots. However, it was just really slow for me.
Really? I was entertained throughout the whole thing.
I
It just started with shenanigans and then Batista doing a botch by entering the ring. He's like, oh god, fell down.
And he was like, I got this.
like I said, I skimmed through it, and I stopped on this match 4 separate times because I thought I was already past the match. I feel like the match was dragged out longer than it needed to be.
I was
really enjoyed by it.
I do think it was a slow pace, but it was a methodical slow pace. Like, it was a reason it was slow. But
There was a moment that I thought Triple H was done. Because he went, Batista did the Batista bomb, and Triple H had, like, his hammer,
Yeah.
and he couldn't hit him, and then he went down. I'm like, oh shit, not this.
Because we all thought the same thing. We were like, he's going to hit him with the hammer, and then he didn't. We were like, oh.
He smashed it with a hammer.
But I do still need to watch the pay-per-view again. Because I do, like I was telling you earlier, like, I was there live, but I do want to actually watch the production quality.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
also, it was weird to not be able to hear, like, noises.
You'll never get used to it.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
really
the
weird.
commentary and all that stuff?
Not the commentary, like
Oh,
the
you
hits
couldn't-
in the ring.
Oh, you couldn't even hear it from up there where you were?
No, we were way the fuck up. Like, when we heard a slam on the ring, like, they'd be like, slam. Like, delay, because we were that far away.
Oh, wow.
Like, we weren't that far away, we were that far
And
away.
it's an
but there was a
open
delay.
stadium, too. There's
Yeah.
not, like,
Yeah.
an echo around.
So when we did hear strikes, we were like, ooh, that must have sounded nice. But Triple H won with the help of Ric Flair.
Mhm.
Shawn Michaels was on commentary. Thought he was going to get involved, but he didn't. And then, Kurt Angle's farewell match.
Mhm.
Former NFL player, former Golden Gloves winner, former Raw general manager, and Brooklyn's
Former
favorite
United States
son.
champion, former Money in the Bank winner, and then Brooklyn's favorite son,
Baron Corbin.
And it's funny too because he's a nuts. He's reading a card. Former.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I love Angle's shirt though. It said "You suck," and then it said the years, and then it said "Thank you."
Yep.
All you can see is "You suck, thank you."
Oh my god. I skipped over something very important.
What?
Elias's performance.
Oh yeah,
Did I get a bonus for that?
you did.
You did. Elias, came out to do his performance. He had Elias on piano and Elias on drums and
I
Elias on
loved it.
guitar.
Mhm.
And then you got this old Babe Ruth kind of black and white video. And a lot of us were like, Bray Wyatt? And then you just hear, so, You think you're untouchable. Word life.
You guys marked out.
Oh, hell yeah, we did.
It was a riot at my house.
As soon as Cena said he's turning heel, we were all like, this is already great.
It's only been
2 seconds.
16 years.
And then all the memes coming out are so true about the kids who are like, Daddy, what's he doing? And he's like, no, he's back.
He's back.
The doctor is back.
Yeah, the doctor is back.
No AAs, just FUs.
And I was like,
Yep.
is he going to hit it, though?
Oh, yeah. And then at that point, everyone realized, oh no, Angle really is going to fight Corbin.
Mm-hmm.
So back to where we were. It was really kind of just disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew Kurt wasn't in the best of shape. We knew Baron couldn't carry him to a great match. But I knew it was over when Kurt looked at that top rope. Because he verbatim said, I could see you sitting there like, Kurt, no, don't do it, you son of a bitch. No, fuck. And I really think that was exactly the words that came out of my mouth.
When he went, I was like, yes!
All right, Xavier, calm down.
Constable!
I was just like...
I was like, I'm so sorry, Kurt, but Constable!
But after the match, though, when Kurt grabbed the mic, that was very,
Yeah.
It was a nice moment.
But today it was like, yeah, you know what, Kurt, we're just gonna fuck on your moment.
Yeah, things happened today.
Oh, yeah. Kurt got fucked
We are
up.
recording this after Monday Night Raw. So, we'll tell you later.
Well, I couldn't watch it.
We'll
We
tell
watched
you
it
later.
on Sky, on the internet.
Yeah. Why couldn't you watch it?
Cable box was like, sorry, we're not performing right now.
Oh, it fucked on you?
I unplugged it for 10 seconds like it told me to do. I plugged it back in, and then it kept telling me to restart. And guess when it kicked back on? 20 minutes before Raw, and
Oh, damn.
guess who had to leave?
You did.
Pick up the wife?
Yeah.
He admitted
What was the
it.
last
It's his
thing you
wife.
saw?
What?
What was the last thing you saw?
I didn't
He didn't
see
get to see
anything.
anything.
I couldn't start. I couldn't finish. I couldn't do anything with it.
Sounds like an Eric problem. So,
There was a really, really awesome Elias moment, right? There was a really fucking awesome, coming soon moment. Oh, so thoroughly enjoyed that.
a return that I know you'll be very happy about.
Yeah,
But we'll talk about it later.
yeah, we'll talk about
Because
it.
we got another throwaway match. This man was involved in the return. The Demon Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley with Lio Rush for the Intercontinental title.
And yellow eyes.
And yellow eyes.
He had demon eyes.
They were like green.
This was another...
Well,
They were
like
yellow.
They were like neon green.
They were yellow, and it was fucking weird.
This was a throwaway because we knew the Demon wasn't losing.
Facts.
Yeah, the cool part was the power bomb to Lashley.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I do think the Demon should incorporate more powerful moves being a demon. Air quotes. But, you know. 'Twas what it was. And then we got the main event. Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair.
This was my disappointing match.
Very disappointing.
I was disappointed.
I
I'm not
just wanna say
saying...
something.
I was disappointed with the ending.
I just want to say
Yeah,
something.
that's what it was.
Miss Charlotte gets all pissed off because people say that, like, you know, they're reminding her of her father. And she's like, no, I'm my own person. Stop comparing me to my dad. I want to build my own legacy. How did she enter WrestleMania?
Woo!
The same way her father entered WrestleMania years ago.
In a chopper.
Via chopper.
But it didn't crash.
It did not crash. They did all that work for her to, like, not even be existent in this match.
This was my problem with the match. And I am in no way, shape, or form saying it was a bad match. Not in the slightest. That match just did not have any moments
I feel, yeah.
that made me like, oh my god!
And I feel like the bell rang at midnight.
Yeah, it did.
And at that point, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just hand Becky her belts at this point.
Also, Charlotte needs to stop doing matches with tables. Like, fucking stop. Charlotte, you and tables are not fucking friends. Stop. Stop doing table spots. You
And
cannot
it's
break
not just her,
a fucking
too.
table.
It's her whipping people into tables that are not working either.
Well,
Yeah,
but the
but-
problem was when you set the table up in the corner, all you do is set the top legs up and lean it. She had both legs set, opened, So that's why when she got thrown through the table, it didn't break properly.
Mm-hmm.
Had that bottom...
It's also like placement too, because when she hit it, she was like very low versus being in the middle.
Any match Charlotte is in that involves a table, there is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Any match. Her with Sasha at Hell in a Cell, that ruined the whole finish. She had to go through again with Becky when Becky was on the table.
Right.
I know she had another table issue that I cannot think of. And then this one. Table issues. And that was supposed to take her out of the match. And with the table breaking so little, it was kind of like, eh. And then the end itself just felt flat. Like, if you want to have an ending come out of nowhere, that's fine. But the match didn't hit a point where it was at its peak for that to happen. And it'd be like, oh my god. You know? And then Ronda getting her shoulder up when she wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
That wasn't good. I personally believe, and I told you this before, but I know you don't agree because you got spoiled. I believe Kofi should have closed the show.
Yeah. If I was there, I probably would have agreed with you because it was still a good match. It was
I think that match should have closed because the investment in that match, and then I said this to you too before we were on the air, Kofi got over more than Becky before Mania.
Yeah, facts. That's 100% true. Anyone who says that is just being dumb.
Yeah, it wasn't even Becky's fault. It was the booking. The way they booked that story, just everyone was like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
Well, that and they've had so much of Becky since, before Rumble? So Kofi got hot, really hot, that Tuesday before Chamber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then that wave just kept on going.
I mean, it was still a really fun Mania. Mm-hmm. Regardless of the last, hour and a half, just being like, oh my god.
The last hour and a half was just like, holy shit, man. Just go along with this. Go on.
But like I said, I'm going to watch it again, most likely before we meet again for our next recording. And I'll have a better opinion of it. But I did really enjoy myself for the weekend. This was a grand experience. And I cannot wait to do it again. What is your thoughts on the Manias? I know he kind of skimmed.
Yeah, I thought it was really well done, Joe. I just felt like it was just too long. That's all. Now they're teasing that next series is going to be an hour longer.
Oh my god!
It's like yay.
I think Mania should not have any more than, including the pre-show, 12 matches. 3 on the pre-show, maybe 4. If it's a 2-hour pre-show, 4 matches, which leaves 12 matches, which leaves 8 for the main card, and that is perfectly fine.
Yeah,
because you give the matches time.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion on it, because that's what makes NXT so great. It's 5 matches and 3 hours? They have time. They have so much time to just build the match.
They do.
And it gets to that point that you're like, what the fuck is going on? If that Johnny match was a 10-minute match, it would have been trash.
See, what I think they need to do is go, if they want matches like that, the way it's looking, they're getting rid of their brand split again. The brand split worked better when they had time for each pay-per-view, because each brand had their own pay-per-view and would only do the 4 joint pay-per-views.
Not each brand gets a pay-per-view a fucking month. Each brand gets a pay-per-view every other month.
Yeah. And it works better that way, because then you have time to build something, and then not only do you have time to build something, you have time to give people on the show.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think the brand split is going away because of SmackDown and Fox.
And the whole draft thing next week.
And we are having a draft next week.
I think eventually, just because SmackDown being on Fox, that doesn't mean...
It's all the demands that Fox is making that makes me think the brand split's just not. Because the Fox...
they literally want sole possession of Brock, Ronda.
They're like, we want SmackDown to be SmackDown. No Raw stuff. Not even commercials for Raw. SmackDown.
Yeah.
They're even putting a... that was leaked too, yes, that they're putting a, some weird, broadcasting show.
Yeah, that I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's pretty much their version of a Sports Center, but it's for from SmackDown.
Eric almost dies.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure the coach will have a mainstay there.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Yeah. We got till the fall.
We do.
Until I hate my life on SmackDown.
Did you see
And
Andrade
3
might be in
hours.
trouble?
No.
Did he pop Charlotte's implants?
Nope. He eliminated himself.
Yeah.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
He was supposed to eliminate. I forgot who the hell he was eliminating at the time, and then was supposed to crawl back in, and then get eliminated later by Braun. So he might be in hot water for that.
They'll probably feed him to the guy who destroyed Kurt Angle today.
Hey, you don't have to put everyone on the fucking card.
Yeah. They had, I was talking to Zel about this, but they came out that they had, Dave Meltzer said that they had 2 different matches. The very last second they changed it.
Mm-hmm.
It was Mustafa winning the Battle Royal, and it was John Cena refereeing Kurt Angle versus Baron. And they changed it the very last second.
At least they could have left Mustafa winning the Battle Royal,
Yeah, the very least. I mean, Braun doesn't need that.
because then you two would have tied.
No, he wouldn't. We both picked Braun.
No, if Cena was the ref.
Oh, yeah, Cena's the ref, yeah.
He already said I would have came in here like, fuck that, I'm the champ. And I would have been like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
There was something that was going on Raw, and I told him, like, if this happens, like, no, fuck that, I'm gonna be petty as shit. You never took your punishment, there's no documentation of it. I'm still fucking champ because you couldn't face for the fucking title. But I told him, I'm not a dick.
Even though we have a whole 104 views predictions video.
Yeah, and by then, the pepper is long gone. We didn't talk about it then.
And a new subscriber.
And a new subscriber. But alas, that was Mania weekend. We've been around for a year.
You're not champion, so you can be dead last. I'll let you touch it.
He said, I'll let you touch it. I'll do the Xavier. You want to do the first sign off of the new year? Sorry.
Bye.
I don't know why I fucking asked you to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you for being with us for a year. If you've been with us for a year.
We're going live on Thursday. Right, sir?
Going live, you mean we're going camera feed on Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually what I mean.
Not live.
Not live.
Because our schedule doesn't live up for that. But
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty funny. We can do one episode that's live.
I mean, when our schedule works out, we can totally do that. But you will see faces on Thursday.
Mm. Not like you haven't seen us because of punishments, but
The sandwich
the sandwich.
and the Thai peppers. Give me what I want! Num num. Oh, this is hot! Give me what I want!
The chops,
So,
the cinnamon challenge that you guys are very disappointed with.
Yeah, we forgot you got
went
cotton
and
mouth like a
became,
bastard. Broken.
Broken. Got hit over the head with a frying pan really hard.
You know how many times you had to hit me with that fucking frying pan to get it right?
Because no matter what angle it was, because I was trying not to hit him with it.
And I kept being like, just fucking hit me!
No, he was saying, don't actually hit me. And it wasn't working if I wasn't actually hitting him, so I just clocked him. I was like, you know what, shut the fuck up! Sick of this shit!
Look at that, the curtain's been pulled back. And your flashlight's on.
Oops.
Thank you guys, we'll see you for a weekly review in the end of the week.
Bye.
Feels?